On the Daily Pod, Skrill here, co-host Pro over there. Bro, what's going on? Special guest,
COINSLOT,
a.k.a.
Lex Luthor.
There's other AKs. We won't get into it. What's going on, man?
Good, man.
How are you?
I feel like I haven't seen you guys in a minute.
Yeah, it's been a
Been a
while.
while for sure.
What'd you do today?
Man, I've been driving around all day trying to handle stuff for the house. It's hard when you become a homeowner.
Oh yeah, it's
Got a
the
lot of
worst.
responsibilities.
It's not. It's not.
Oh man,
It's not all peaches and cream.
No, it's definitely not.
Yeah.
Makes you feel productive though.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Like a grown up.
Get shit done, you know.
It makes you think twice.
Hell
Like
yeah.
before, like I would go to IKEA and I'm like, man, this place sucks. I'll go for the meatballs and I'm like, this is the best thing ever. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Home
Now-
Depot's like,
Now there's purpose.
yeah.
All right,
So,
man.
who are you?
I'm COINSLOT, man. I'm an artist, full-time artist. I've been making a living on my artwork. I'm grateful to say that since I've been really young. I've been big sneaker advocate my whole life. I've been collecting since I was a kid and decided to put my sneaker events together. When I saw that the culture was falling apart, I'm like, oh, this is the right time to do one, and built a pretty successful sneaker event. And,
sure.
And I'm known now, I guess as we're going everywhere, like I was known as a sneaker event that brought the porn stars.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you were.
I remember that shit back in the
yeah.
days.
So
All
you're
the
from
kids
you're from Miami.
Born and raised in South Florida.
What part exactly for the people that don't know?
If you want to get technical with it, at Grapeland Heights by the water park where the OG flagged dog track used to be, and now Magic City. Yeah, so I was born and raised my whole life and moved out to LA about 7.5 years ago.
And now we got you back.
And now I'm back after a solid
Miami.
3-day drive.
It's crazy to think how long ago those events were.
Oh my god!
Like 10 years now.
It's
Longer.
it's probably
Longer than
easily
that.
like the last one we did was probably a solid 7 years ago. I tried to do one when I went back to LA, and like leaving South Florida, it just wasn't the same. Almost like
doing
I
one
became
out there?
detached. Yeah, no, like doing one here. Like I went from like doing them monthly to doing them like every 6 months, and then one random out of the year, and they're like
Yeah, I feel like
is this?
people move on quick, bro.
fast.
Yeah.
The attention span of a goldfish, like boom.
Yeah,
move on.
and it's only gotten worse. So
Yeah. Internet got us with the whole Andy Warhol always said like the 15 seconds of fame.
yeah.
And it's literally that 15 seconds on a reel and you're on to the next one, on to the next one, you forget.
So I think like we have businesses or brands, anything like that, like you got to focus on the people that fuck with you.
100%.
Because, you know, there's always going to be consumerism is going to come and go.
100%.
So, like, if you could develop a relationship with people, it definitely helps you out in the long
I feel like
run.
that's how you built a solid core too.
Yeah.
It's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours. And not like you're intentionally doing stuff like expecting something in return. But when you fuck with the people that fuck with you, it's just organic.
Yeah.
And then you automatically, when people see that genuine relationship, like, yo, that guy's pretty cool. I like their product,
Yeah.
vice versa. It's not like paying someone to spread the word. It's like, hey, you're like, hey, that guy George, that guy Jonathan, like, they got a killer store. You guys didn't pay me to say that. It's like,
Yeah,
it speaks for itself. You create that genuine relationship. Yeah, you got to hold yourself down here.
for sure.
Especially here in South Florida.
Yeah,
like
defi-
back then compared to now.
I
Now it's better.
definitely prefer the word of mouth method. Marketing's marketing, and, like, you know, doing things for the name itself is always going to be part of the game that you got to play. But my favorite is word of mouth.
Genuinely
1000%.
organic, 100%.
It's worked out for us for sure, and you
Look at
too.
guys.
So.
Yeah, it's nice. Vice versa. Thank you.
So you say you're an artist. How did you start doing? What you do?
I've been painting my whole life. I always knew as a kid I was going to be a professional artist, even when no one believed in me. I'm like, I'm going to be a famous artist one day. I'm going to be a famous artist. And I think what really got me to realize I'm going to be an artist, and when I realized that I was shit at everything else. Like, I was shit at playing sports. I could defend myself. I'm like, I'm not going to be a fucking, like, 5'7" playing for the University of Miami with flat feet. I'm like, no, that goes out the window. And then I realized, like, dude, you're pretty nice at drawing. You're beating, as a 4th grader, beating 7th grader and 8th graders. And that's why I told myself, you know what? I might have something here.
Oh, so you did like competitions and
Yeah,
stuff?
I was always competing at a competitive level since an early age.
Okay.
It's not like now where everyone gets a participation
Yeah.
ribbon. Like, you actually have first, second, or third. It's like, and second place to me was not, it didn't count. It's like, if I wasn't winning first to me as a kid, and that's what built the ego early on. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I just got on getting better and better, and that's what I told myself, I'm going to be a serious artist, and we're here now.
So off rip, you like took it as like a serious thing. Like,
Off rip.
Okay.
As a kid, seeing me winning awards and me getting, like, back then those bail bonds, like those bail bonds, those bonds where like they give you like $50. Like, if you hold them off for a certain amount of time, like, they'll be worth this. And I'm like, and getting those left and right, I'm like, man, I could make money off of this. And that's all back in like 92 and 96.
Shit, yeah.
Like, Like being a jit earning $200 in a competition and money before inflation back then was a big deal. I'm like,
Oh, for sure.
bro, this is money.
Yeah,
That's
at
what I
that
said, fuck it,
age,
what's wrong?
getting that type of money, it's like that's like Christmas money.
And my parents were holding that thing from
Yeah.
me. Like, oh, you're not gonna spend it.
AKA they were using it.
How'd they feel about you entering these competitions and showcasing your
It's
talent?
like I don't want to get too personal with it, but like honestly, I feel like every Hispanic household they shame that. It's like if you're like, hey, I want to be a full blown musician. Like, well, that's a dying craft. Like, you're not getting paid off of that.
Yeah.
Or like, I want to be a painter. Like, that's the biggest fear you could tell a Hispanic parent. The first thing they tell you, I'm pretty sure you guys got it.
Yeah,
I don't know the
yeah.
relationship you got. You guys are gonna sell sneakers and open a store.
Oh,
You're
heard
not
it.
gonna go to college and be an architect. It's like, or a doctor. You're gonna be a failure. What did I come here to this country for? So you can
sure.
do this. And I got that all the time. Like, you're really gonna be an artist? Until like later on in my life, they would even tell me like, you're really gonna blow. You really think you're gonna blow up with these cartoons? And not to shit my parents, like I'm not and whatsoever, but it's like they just genuinely cared about me. And bro, one day to another, like once the big jump was when I got picked up by one of the craziest galleries in Wynwood at the time, which is Greg Scheinbaum.
Okay.
And it
Well,
was
around
me.
what time was this? Like what
I wanna
year? Do you
say,
remember?
Roughly like 2012, I want to say.
Okay.
And like it's like early stages of Wynwood. It was starting to get gentrified, but not at the rate it is now.
Yeah.
And
It was just two streets.
it's two streets.
Two streets. That's it.
Second Ave and the one behind it.
Yeah.
Everyone knew don't walk past those because you were getting jumped.
Exactly.
It was a rough neighborhood. White people stayed out of that neighborhood. Like they would put their hazards on, get into the artwork, the gallery, bounce right out. But like I got picked up. It was me, Aho Sniffs Glue. Shout out to Aho, really talented artist in South Florida. And there was this other guy, Clandestine Culture. I think he fell off. No disrespect to him. I haven't heard of him again. And he carried only famous artists. And that's when my life changed. From selling artwork at only barely selling a portrait at $50 to selling paintings through a gallery at $4,500.
That's dope.
And that's when my life changed forever.
For sure. And at this point, when you were doing that, you're already doing the events? Or you hadn't started them yet?
I haven't started
Okay.
yet. I
So let's
started
get
on-
into that. Let's get into how you started that. Because a
Like,
lot of
it's
people
like-
know you.
I think what started off is like I will start going to Dunk Exchange and I'll be the guy that will print little posters and sell them on the table like Kid Cudi wearing the Pow shade for like $10. And like, wait, you're not only a sneaker collector, like you draw too.
Yeah.
And then that's when I'm like, you know what, bro? DXC started. It wasn't consistent in South Florida. They were doing it on and off. That's at the time already when Sneaker Con started taking over everybody. And I told myself, man, I want to do one for the culture. And it was a joke. It was at a fucking police hall. And it just started taking off, man. And I realized, like, yo, sex sells. I'm like, what better way to get people in here than having porn stars?
Yeah.
And that's how I took the sneaker events to the next level. Like, it went from, like, parents dropping off their kids to the event.
Yeah.
So parents, like, I'm going to hang around my son to make sure he's okay. And it was good. They were wanting to see the chicks. And they're like, you should see the way they were encouraging their kids. Like, go take a picture with these girls. Go, like, grab their butt or something. Like, it was just hilarious.
Yeah, I
It was
remember how
hysterical.
crazy those shits were.
Nah, I remember when we would go to the sneaker events and like if I'm dealing with a legit kid like Alan Rowland, shout out, big
Yeah,
Alan.
shout out Alan.
When I first used to deal with him and like Skrill would be there, his dad would be there with him, and like I remember telling his dad like, "Hey man, aren't you like happy that he's taking this like a business and he's buying and selling? There's a profit, even though he wants to buy something else." And now you're saying that these parents are like, "Yo, hey,
It's funny because honestly, to this day, I get
a
it.
glimpse of some ass."
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It's like they're like, we're dropping off your kid to like, wait, there's a Bella Anderson there, and at the time everybody knew her for the Foot Locker photo show with the Olympic 7s on her feet.
Yeah.
And he's like, she's gonna be there. Wait, not only that, Veronica Rodriguez is gonna be there, and all these other famous stars. Like, maybe I'll stick around.
We went to that one, right?
I think we went to two of them.
'Cause I
Yeah.
remember the crazy line, but like we were walking around trying to buy shoes for the store.
I remember we were pretty much trying to buy stuff, and we just see the crazy crowd all the way in the corner trying to take the pics.
Motherfuckers that
And
don't
we're like,
even
yo,
buy
what the
shoes
fuck?
and shit.
They were just there for that.
You had people that I've never seen in my life wear sneakers. Like they were there just to meet these girls. It was just crazy.
But before you did the porn star stuff, the events were just like
It was just
buy,
strictly sneakers.
sell, trade.
Buy,
like-
sell, trade, and then obviously like
And you did the artwork like
I used to do live art.
contests
Oh, yeah, yeah, I
The
remember
first
that.
Fun
with
fact:
the
the
big planks
first
of
the
wood and
first
shit.
event was called Pulguero.
Okay.
And I realized this might not be the smartest name ever. Pulguero stands for flea market.
Yeah.
And I didn't want people to automatically be like, yo, this is a flea market, this is cheap shit.
In today's market, Bulgaro hits.
It would have hit. Yeah.
It-
At the time,
with
though,
the
at the time it was a
whole
little
thrift,
different.
yeah,
Time,
like,
it's like
Thrift,
vintage wasn't in
vintage
like
has completely changed. You were still able to go to Goodwill and find a
Yeah,
Grail
yeah.
shirt for literally $2. Not even the prices at Goodwill have gone up.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything. So yeah, it was strictly buy sell trade, but there was mostly the first one was the one I take the most pride in because I had the Ekin out there. I had the Nike Ekin out there, which is rare because like you would think Nike doesn't want to be affiliated with resale and stuff like that. He was there and he gave an interview to the crowd and said how happy he was with the community. I had Kid Robot sponsor me. They gave me like a bunch at the time. Kid Robot with the vinyl figures. Hey, give these away. MIA Skate Shop. I went to like shout out to MIA. I know Chris is not around with the shop anymore.
R.I.P.
But yeah, R.I.P. And he gave me skates. He like, here, take some skateboards, give them away. And it was so much like the tables were action figures, vintage, shoes.
Like a big mix of stuff.
It was a big mix. And like literal 90s culture. And that was the one I take the most pride of. It might have not been the most successful one. It was the first one. But man, it was organic. We had the real sneaker battles up there. People had sentimental value with their parents. Like, these were my 85s.
Yeah.
And it was crazy. It was crazy.
And you can find some deals. I remember that was like the main thing.
Over there.
I remember that was the main thing. The first time I ever heard about it was George was talking to Mike VM, our other partner, and he told me, he's like, yo, you know where you can get steals at? COINSLOT. And I was like, what the fuck is a COINSLOT? I had never met you. I was like, what the fuck does that mean? What is that? COINSLOT? Like, it made no sense to me. But then we ended up going to one, and I was like, okay, I get it.
You guys would clear house. I remember you guys would come in with empty carts and just leave with carts. Like carts. Carts
we definitely would find steals all the time there.
Yeah.
But so it pretty much gradually got to where you started marketing it with the porn stars, and
that's what it really took.
We saw it took off like that.
Yeah. And then other events started showing up in the picture little by little with the same concept, better venues. And obviously you can't, me at the time, like I wasn't doing financially well. I was living event to event. These guys were coming in with mom and pop's money.
Yeah,
I couldn't compete against that. I just couldn't. And I told myself, maybe this is a time to take a break. And we took a break from COINSLOT.
You remember what year was the first sneaker con? I think it was 2015. The one in UM. That was the first one down here. I feel like after that, it completely changed. Like,
people forget if my mind doesn't fuck with me. You could curse on here, right?
Yeah.
If my mind doesn't fuck with me, it's like StockX was in a venue. And it was a small little booth, and they had the whole little up and down chart of like the stocks. Like, this is gonna be the next big thing. Tiny little table.
I think that was
no one believed them. They're like, "What the fuck is this?" And it was StockX.
Yeah, I still remember when customers at the shop would bring up StockX. I'm like, "What is that?"
Yeah, we had no idea.
And we'd go on there. We'd be like, "Yeah, man, we don't know nothing
about
that." Then, like when you would look into it, you'd be like, "Wait a second, you pay today and." Then the shoe has to get sent to them. You get the shoe in like 3 weeks. Yeah. It used to be bad.
Even longer. It used to be, people would get their shoes for like 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks.
Some people weren't getting them at all.
Yeah.
I remember for sure. Mad chargebacks.
Yeah.
I would just disregard it. Like, yeah, man.
Yeah, we didn't take StockX serious until way later.
Yeah.
And it's almost now like kind of like a blueprint for like most resellers now.
Yes.
It's like, hey, StockX.
Well, it's funny because you'd go, if you'd go to an event and use StockX back then, people would be like, oh, don't use that. Like they discredit it. Yeah. But now, bro, any event you go to, that's like everyone has their phone. Yeah, it's the Bible.
It is the Bible.
It's the Kelly Blue Book for shoes. Yeah, that's what it is.
Even though the fake allegations came out and all.
Oh yeah,
it's like that.
What happened to that? Is that still
fakes
current?
Are getting through.
Is Nike still in the middle of a lawsuit?
I think so. Yeah, but. People don't care.
There was like
man.
what, like 10, like 8 out of the 10 shoes that Nike bought were fake or something like that.
It's funny because people complain about they sell fakes, but then they'll still go by the pricing. So it's like, make up your mind. Are you mad or like it doesn't make sense? But
it's a very interesting relationship.
So which one of your events would you say was the most successful one?
Oh, like sentimental value had to be the first one, but I think the best one had to be like where I had like a conflict of interest with like these porn stars didn't know that these porn stars were going to be in the building and Eagles got clashed. And that was the most biggest one. Like, we had a crazy turnout, line, everything. And that was the event that canceled the event at that venue. Because, like, literally, like, it was across the church. Like, in the park. This is horrible, dude. I'm going to go to hell. Like, the church was all the way in the back. And literally, like, I remember, like, Luna comes out, like, in lingerie, dude. Like, lingerie with, like black top. And then the priest afterward comes up to me, like, you're the devil's son. Like, I'll never forget it. He literally said, you're the devil's son. And when I went back to re-sign the contract, like, the priest said, you're the devil's son. He doesn't want you here no more. And that was that.
Did they have any idea that was going to happen?
No, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, at least like, they knew the girls were happening because it was the third time. But when they showed up on a Sunday and, like, they shared the same parking lot, I saw this woman just coming out of a brand new Corvette. And, like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
It was, like, obviously everybody's mouth was, like, the wives. You could see the wives shoving the gun. Come over here. Like, they were all distracted. It was hilarious.
That's the one that changed everything.
That's the one that changed everything. That was the one that really put me on the map when it comes to like, but it hurt me.
Yeah,
it hurt me because like if I didn't bring a porn star, people weren't showing.
It kind of like put you in a box. Yeah.
So this is the era where you're doing the police officer pig.
Yeah, I was doing the pig.
This is before Lex.
Lex wasn't there yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Lex came. dude, I don't know. Like, I know where freestyling is, like, all over the place. Lex came from a girl that I really liked back in the days. That like we both like Felix the Cat, because obviously it's clear that Lex is inspired from Felix. And like we had a falling off, and one day she literally says like, you copy everything about me. Mind you, I'm older than her. Like, so hot for this stuff. What the fuck you know about Felix the Cat? Like, you don't know shit. And like, I always tell myself, like, you know what, man, I'm gonna make a character that you're gonna see everywhere, and it's just gonna piss you off. And that's how Lex started. A girl that I really liked. I was kind of talking to her. She blew me off, and then like Lex, literally out of vengeance or whatever, or spite, like he created his own identity, which is me. Lex is based off of me. Alexander, Lex Luthor, Lex the copycat, and the same copycats because she accused me of copying her style. So that's why the cat is called Lex the copycat.
Shout out her, whoever she is.
Thank you,
wherever
bitch, for
she's
breaking
at.
my heart.
You want to drop her name?
Never.
Okay.
I'm not giving her that much credit.
Better that way.
Yeah. And God forbid this shit goes like in court. Like, I am responsible for inspiration. I want 50%.
Yeah, we'll cut that up. There you go.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
But okay, so yeah, so you did the events. Did you stop doing them? Like,
I stopped doing them. Like I said, like I was going already back to LA at that point.
Okay.
Like at that point, like Luna had moved to Los Angeles, and Luna became really good friends with me. And then she was like, "Hey, I'm leaving." I'm like, "Dog, don't leave now. Like, this is the beginning of something wonderful. Like, we could make multiple events. Like, we could do something good." Like, "No, I'm leaving." And one of her friends was a photographer. Literally said like, "Hey, like, we'll help you move all this shit back to LA." And I looked at this dude like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, me and Lex will help you move everything." And I guess I'm going to California. He literally set me up.
Yeah.
And then we packed up all her shit on a U-Haul. We went to LA. We drove across the country. We almost got kidnapped at the border.
Jeez.
Because they saw her Corvette in the back. I'd never driven a trailer behind in a car. We get there, and the second we get there, she's like, "I gotta go." And I'm like, "Excuse me? We just got here. What the fuck you mean you gotta go?"
And Cali is very mountainy and shit.
Oh man, I was scared. Like, there's points like driving through where you just see like abyss just dropping down, and then that's what got me to LA. And I'm thankful that happened that way, because if it didn't happen, like, my life would not have changed for the better the way it
Yeah.
did.
So you went to LA that first time, and then you didn't stay there.
No, I stayed to move her stuff, and I stayed there for a month.
Okay.
But in that month period, my life
everything.
changed.
Okay.
Yeah, literally, like, people just started showing up in my life, and then.
So you decided to move completely over there.
So at this point, like, I get to LA and I meet a couple people. It just starts happening in the comments. Like, so I get to Los Angeles and I met Bobby Hundreds and Ben Hundreds at Agenda, at the trade show. I met him at Agenda, and then literally he always told me, like, I told him I have an atom bomb on me, and he goes like, "Bro, whenever you're in LA, like, feel free to hit us up and hit up our studio."
Yeah.
Like, bomb our studio, like, hit up some artwork. I'm like, "Yo, I'm gonna take your word for it." Whatever, that was a trip. And then turns out, like, Bobby Hundreds never, when I like finally got to LA because of Luna, I was like, "Hey, what's up, Bobby?" in the comments. I'm like, "What's up, Bobby? Like, we good? Like, let's hit up some artwork." And Bobby left me on scene. Like, Bobby didn't respond to me at all.
Come on, man.
And what's crazy, like, what people don't know, Bobby 100 owned a crazy DeLorean. Like, we're probably talking like less than like 200 miles on it. Like,
Yeah.
Immaculate Back to the Future car. And then he was selling it. And this one guy bought his bought his DeLorean. He bought his DeLorean, literally. And that one guy saw my comment under his post about, "Hey, bro, like, what's up with the studio?" He hits me up, and I thought he was trolling me. Like, "Hey, what's up, man? My name is Alex Hawkers." Like, he's like Forbes 30 under 30 in Spain. He's like, "I want to buy 6 of your paintings."
Shit.
I'm like, "Man, this guy's full of fucking shit. Fuck this." I wasn't driving. I didn't have a car out there. I told Luna, "Hey, Luna, you mind taking me to the house? To where these guys are at. They're going to pay me in cash. They're serious. They want 6 paintings." And I'm in his garage, and I didn't know, like, he had bought Bobby Hundred's car. I didn't know that. I just, like, later I found out. So when I'm in the garage painting his drawings live, because I spray painted them live in his garage.
I think I remember seeing this.
A Phantom. He had his fucking Phantom. I was like, "Hey, you sure you don't want to back it up? I don't want to damage the paint." Like, "It's okay." Like very Spanish accent. That was a terrible accent. I just did. He's like, "Back up the car. The DeLorean's there." And I'm like, "Wait, isn't that Bobby Hunter's DeLorean?" He's like, "Yeah, I bought his car." And then literally as I'm painting, Bobby Hundreds, Alex tags me, and Bobby writes under him like, "Oh, look at the DeLorean next to." I was like, Bobby Hundreds writes, "What a small world, you know, a coin slot."
Wow. After blowing you off.
Cloud chasing.
Like crazy. I'm like, really?
Well,
This
for
guy
those,
really-
for a lot of people don't know, but for those that don't know, Bobby Hundreds is part of
the Hundreds, the brand.
the brand. Yeah.
Yeah. And he
A lot
has,
of people
he has
probably don't
a side brand for chicks, Jennifer, whatever, that's besides the point. And as I'm painting those things, this is where my life changed for the better. I got paid a tremendous amount up front.
You want
in
to tell us how
cash.
much? How much?
5-digit numbers, high fives.
Okay, high fives.
High fives, really good money.
Okay.
And like my homegirl, like I remember Luna was like, "You gonna give me some of that money?" Because I didn't have a car. She drove me to the hills.
Yeah.
We're talking like massive house, bro, in like huge 5 stories, elevator. I've never been in a house like this. And then I'll never forget, like that night, he goes like, "Hey, we're having a party. You might want to stop painting." I'm in my Dan Marino jersey. I'm like, "You might want to stop painting and come upstairs." I see a bunch of influencers. I didn't know what influencers term or clout. I'll never forget someone like, "Hey, yo, you got clout." And I almost smacked him because I thought that was like a disrespect. I thought he was calling me like the F word. Like, what the fuck does that mean? And he goes like, "No, you got clout, bro. Like, can I tag you?" And when I started seeing like the M next to names, like the M for millions of followers, I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's
like,
a whole different ball
I'm
game.
not used to this. I'm like, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million, 5 million. And that's why I saw Shane from Midnight. He walked right by me. He's like, "I love your work. Take a picture." He gave me my number. To this day, he doesn't know who the fuck I am. He was so drunk that day. And he goes, "Come upstairs." And that's when I met FaZe Banks, which is big in the gaming world. FaZe Banks, all the other guys, Rice Gum, etc.
Where's our sound guy?
You're familiar with these guys? Rice Gum, everybody was there.
He has on face.
Oh, Nigel Hudson. Is that his name, or am I butchering his last name? Houston? Nigel Houston? Yeah, skateboarder?
Yeah.
That guy.
That's correct.
Skateboarder.
He's a legend.
Oh, so like he was out there too. Bunch of young kids. And you see nothing but
What year was
bottles.
this?
Dude, bro, what was that? I want to say that's like 2018.
Okay.
Like 2018, 2017 maybe. I just fresh out of LA. And I'm seeing all this stuff. And bro, they're all playing like I've never seen so much beautiful women. Like Miami has beautiful women, but these are like white, tall, skinny.
Yeah, it's a different brand.
Different
brand
like
of woman. Yeah.
Russian looking women.
Yeah.
And I've seen all these beautiful women and all these influencers. I never met any of them like that. And then I know where like they're all playing beer pong. And then I come in, mind you, I just got paid a serious amount of money, all in cash. So I have it on my pocket and my backpack. And he's like, "Yo, I got next. I got next." And they're like, fuck out of here. Like, whatever, guy. And they're like, I remember someone on the line like $50 a game or $100 a game. And I said some crazy ass shit. I didn't know who the fuck was in front of me. I'm like, "Yo, put your money where your mouth is, 250 or some crazy number like that." I don't remember that time. Bro, and I was like, "Who's this kid? You got spunked. Fuck it, I'll take your money." And turns out that was Rice Gum with FaZe Rug, like with FaZe Banks right in front of me. I beat him.
So you shit.
Took his money.
Good shit.
Double or nothing. Took his money.
Damn.
I play against Nyjah. I beat Nyjah.
Legend.
I might not beat you in skateboarding, but I'll beat you on beer
Oh,
pong.
you went on a run. Good
Like,
shit.
take his money. And then I started earning the respect of these kids. Like, yo, this kid is... And they started playing bullshit. They're like, "West Coast rules. We don't do bounce here." Hey, like, last cup redemption. If you hit one, now it's 3 cups. It's not like keep shooting. And like, bullshit. People trying to get their money back on me because I was on fire.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then these kids were like, "Hey, bro, you want to work? I want you to do a Gucci bag for me." I'm not used to painting for free at this point already. Trust me, you're going to want to take the good free shout out. I'm like, okay, I got like 9,000 followers. All right, let's do it. Next week we go to Coachella. I'm painting live. We have a private party with Alex starts doing a Post Malone private. Post Malone performed like that white,
The White Iverson?
White Iverson in front of literally only 30 people.
That's crazy.
Like he literally booked Tyga. I'll never forget when Tyga, like Rack City, they paid him all in cash. And I guess like in one of those, like that's where like the party that went viral in Coachella where like he was dating one of the Kardashians or whatever and they all sneak in. I'm seeing all of them in there. Tyga's money gets caught and he throws like 10 bands by mistake.
Oh my God.
And he's like, fuck. You can see it in his face like, fuck. And you see people stepping on the money. Whatever. I'm drawing live. I get tagged and that same day, like, "Hey, I'm going to tag you." In less than 3 minutes, on my mother, I got 8,000 followers.
Shit.
With
Like
these
instantly,
guys, the flower. And that's what before this algorithm bullshit, which like the algorithm's against the influencer now because now you make money off of it. Crazy. That's by that end of the night, I already had 17,000 followers.
Jeez. Quick double up.
And it started working with all the guys, double up. It reached the all-time high of like 98,000. And my life changed forever.
That's
and then
crazy.
one of the hawkers was like, "How serious are you about working with me and staying here?" I'm like, "Serious as fuck. Serious where you'll leave everything in Miami?" That same day, I took a round trip to Miami. I literally turned my apartment keys and I went back with my money and I stayed there. And I ended up staying with Luna and whatever. She laid me a place to crash out for like 2 months and shit just took off, bro.
And that was it.
LA,
and
that was
you
it.
stayed there for
And
the
I
most part.
stayed there for the most part.
You know the crazy, before I forget, you said that you painted this guy's garage. I remember when you did that, and I was like, and I saw the DeLorean in the pic that you posted. I was like, "Oh, you finally linked up with Bobby." That's what I swear to God. That's what I thought. And now it's funny to hear that he blew you off and it was some other guy. But I always remember, I was like, oh, you finally linked up.
I don't
want
to sound salty because like Bobby might be a cool dude and maybe we're not on the same wavelength because he works with every fucking creator around me but me. Yeah. That kind of bothers me. And I feel like this is when Marco's probably going to tell me like, yo, chill out. In the Blueprint, Complex the Blueprint, where they interview Bobby Hundreds.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it, yeah.
At the end of that, he's
a good
sitting
episode.
drawing.
Yeah.
The drawing on the table is mine, not his.
Oh, really? Wow.
Wait, what, like
for real?
Good.
So he took it like if he painted that drawing, like the drawing, like if he painted, and that's the gift I gave him at Agenda.
Oh wow! I
So
gotta go back and watch
white,
that.
and you will see the painting I gave him right next to it.
Wow.
And that got me mad. I'm like, dude, like, why are we not working together? You're working with all these other guys. I didn't take it personal. At that point, it's like, you know, when they say like you're the people you look up to turn to competitors or whatever. Same thing as you guys. Like, I'm pretty sure like when you before you started, all these other stores were around, and you guys have blown these guys out of the water.
Well, you remember we were pretty much the only store at that time, but
in Miami at least. But like, I mean, like you have round 2.
Oh, okay, I
like
got you.
that.
Yeah,
they were going crazy with the whole videos.
Yeah. Shout out round 2.
Watching their videos
for sure.
Shout out to round 2.
Yeah,
shout out round 2.
everybody would tell us, "Oh, we can't wait for round 2 to come and put you guys out of business and shit."
Turns
like
out,
that.
I was gonna tell you outside. Like I'm gonna pull the Uno. How does it feel putting round 2 out of business?
Nah, I don't feel like we put them out of business. Though.
They put themselves out.
I feel
for the
like
most part.
their whole thing just changed, and
I just genuinely feel
didn't
no
work out
shots
for
to them. It's like it just wasn't a genuine interaction with South Florida, and your interaction with the people from day one was like, it's not how much money we can make off of you. It's like
that's where the thing where the foundation that you mentioned earlier. That's literally what it is. You build that foundation, and I'll never forget the day that they opened. The first day they opened. That same day for us was one of our biggest days. We had a crazy line waiting for us. That same exact day made no sense to me. I thought it was going to be the complete opposite. And then I was like, oh, okay, so yeah.
I
that
feel
proved
like
it.
it's
That
just in
showed it.
human nature for you to be like, what other stores are like this one?
Mm-hmm.
When you do go to a round
like curiosity.
2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then when you start searching for them, you're going to find them. Mm-hmm. So that kind of helped us because if you were in town looking for round 2, and then after that, maybe you bought 10 shoes there. But after that, you still want more. You're a sneakerhead. There's millions of shoes out there. Now you're looking up Daily or another sneaker store in Miami.
I feel like you guys were like the first ones. I feel
Besides
like the
ATC.
first one, ATC, which I was going to mention, ATC was the first one.
RIP ATC.
And we already know what happened with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Word of mouth is he's still missing. But
shout out that guy. Wherever the fuck that guy's at. Honestly. On that note, though, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll continue this
before our
amazing
cameras
story,
go
all
to
right?
shit.
We'll be right back.
Oh shit. It's your boy No Promo in the beats, and I am feeling high as a beat in the air. Therefore I am higher than a lair. Oops, I mean a Learjet. I am flying by you. Every time I go right behind you and sneak up with your girl like, hi, how are you? Goddamn, what the fuck am I spitting? I'm doing it in Flo King's house. I told you I did it, I does it, I droid do it. Therefore, I should be working for Verizon. I got more bars than him. I mean, I don't like to do bars like them. But still, I get just as high as them with a little bit of help from Daran. Oops, I mean Daron. He supplied the weed for the night. And I am high as a kite every time I come through TNE and Mash Crew. You know what we do. What we do with the beat, drink it like Mountain Dew. Thirsty than a motherfucker. Damn, I'm about to eat a whole camel and hope it tastes good. What the fuck does that have to do with the hook? I don't know, because it's a freestyle. Meanwhile, I just sit in this and C-style. Oops, I mean freestyle. I don't know what I'm spitting, but I'm still dealing with these issues in my dimples. Oops, I mean I shoot your dimples. Therefore, you will have a piercing. It's your boy No Promo. I told you, I'm stopped listening. I'm stopped glistening. I can't stop spitting it, but I'm quitting. Like said, I wanna stop smoking, like Rafi said like last week, but now he's walking into the house with 2 pounds of heat. Damn.
In your own twisted type of way, man, you fucking rip that shit. Yeah.
And we're back.
yes.
Slaughter, what's up, man?
Cheers, bro. Cheers.
Yes, sir. Cheers. Cheers. Water bottle. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm on the water team.
There you go.
The only fucking
So we're talking about pretty much how your Instagram blew up.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Changed
So
my
you're
life
chilling
forever.
you're chilling with all these guys. Life changed forever. So at this point, you're in LA. What was next in LA for you? You stayed there, and what happened?
I opened up an art gallery.
Okay. Was that like right away, or it took a little bit of time?
It took a little bit. It took like finding the right spot. We built it up, and we had a crazy show. We had over 20 artists in it. Crazy, like low riders. A lot of people showed up. And pandemic.
The
What
best.
was it? Downtown LA?
Downtown LA on 11th and Main.
Shit.
Fucking
Prime
pandemic
time.
came. We had 2 solid shows, and we were forced to fucking shut down.
Damn.
Crazy part is that's what hurt me the most because we were catching momentum as like the new hot gallery in Los Angeles. And bro, we didn't get no fucking government assistance. Yeah, dude, we were forced to pay the landlord every month. We were
Really?
closed.
He didn't do no deal with you? Nothing?
Nothing,
What a
bro.
cocksucker. Fuck that guy.
We were fucking
Whoever
closed
that
for
guy is.
18 fucking
What's his name?
months. Jacob.
Jacob, fuck you, bro. Honestly.
And not Jacob the jeweler, bro.
Jacob the landlord. Guy sucks.
18 months of just paying this
18
guy.
months.
Every
Really?
month.
Jesus.
And if we were late charge.
Ugh.
And we're like, what the fuck you talking about?
But at
bro?
that
We're
point,
protected by California.
yeah.
And like, okay, 6 months, late charge.
At that point, you didn't think about like, oh, just fuck this, right? Like,
It
you
will be
didn't think
breach
about
of
that.
contract, bro.
Yeah, but fuck it.
Even with the gallery. And then we opened back up again. And that's why I tell people, my word of advice to everyone is like, if you're able to do a business, I know you guys worked out great. I'm not talking about you guys. Like, you guys had a close relationship before you guys opened the store.
No, we barely even knew each other.
Really? Well, I'm
Barely.
glad it worked out. I had a shitty business partner.
That's
He
the
took
worst.
the gallery
Yeah.
from me. And I was forced to close it.
Is it still open?
Dude, this motherfucker took the gallery from me just to keep it closed.
Oh god.
I think he struck on a PPP loan. And he's like, I don't mind paying this fucking shit monthly.
Yeah.
I got a fat check.
Yeah,
I
he
don't
was
gotta
getting
pay him
paid
back.
anyway.
And he pushed me out. And I closed COINSLOT. I took the neon signs and I told myself, I was like, when I move back to South Florida, I'm opening the gallery here. And I feel like this is the right time to open a gallery in South Florida because like, when was gone?
Yeah.
There's not any real galleries out here. Like, I'm going to a gallery
There's
to see
really
an art
not.
show.
Yeah.
That's
Besides
affordable anyways.
But what's the other guys that fuck? And I don't want to make seem like I don't know him. I know the guy, Kiani.
Oh,
Young
go
Black
go
Gift
gallery.
What was it?
Go gallery.
Is it? Yeah, Go Gallery.
Go
Yeah,
Gallery.
them guys. Like they're one of the very few galleries.
Grand
that
opening.
actually,
Grand opening.
Grand opening.
That's the homie. Shout out them.
Yeah, shout out to Grand Opening. Like they're one of the very few artists putting together coming to open.
Yeah, they're killing it. I love all the shit that they do.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, it's just I'm pretty sure they're getting butchered in Wynwood with the rent. I think last time I checked, Wynwood was like $84 a square foot to rent out there.
Yeah, a lot of the spots are really
ridiculous. Yeah,
small.
stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Fuck the Goldmans. I said it.
Yeah,
Motherfucker,
Your wallet.
Goldman died, and his fucking daughter said, "We're pushing out every fucking gallery and putting high rises here."
love that.
Goldman was the only one that created the Soho warehouse in like New York, and then he created Wynwood. And the second he died,
They
is
said,
when Wood Tower, everything went to shit. That I Wynwood at one point had over 100 art galleries.
what do they have now? 5?
I think they'll be lucky to have 3.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy.
Even Robert Fontaine was one of the last art galleries there, and they're now on the beach.
Well, I feel like now with Wynwood, if you don't go to Wynwood for like 3 months, the next time you go, it looks completely different.
It's a brand new Wynwood.
There's a new
Businesses,
building all the way
different
up. There's new
restaurants.
condos, 10 new restaurants.
We always said, you're familiar with the Wynwood Walls? Like the location where the restaurant
I think that's the only thing that hasn't changed.
They said no, it did. Like we always said early on when I don't ever forget when we're up there, like me, Aho, all these other guys, we're doing murals. We'll hear gunshots in the background. We're like, how are we here doing this? It's because we love it.
Yeah.
And then literally we always said like the Wynwood Walls will be like a historic like this is what Wynwood once used to be. Because like it protects all these murals that are in there.
Yeah.
And now they're fucking charging $20 to go see the fucking artwork.
Oh, you
Yeah,
gotta
you
pay.
can't-
You gotta
It used
pay
to
to
be
walk in there.
free.
You gotta pay
You
to
gotta
walk in
pay
there
to
now, bro.
fucking walk into Wynwood Walls now.
Jesus.
Mind you, we fucking created that neighborhood. Me and other fucking plenty of talented fucking artists. And now it's like, yo, we're gonna fucking charge the tourists $20 to come in here and see fucking artwork.
That's crazy.
And mind you, there's barely any artwork from the locals in there. It's all international artists.
Yeah, because who
The
could
fuck,
afford
dude?
to put their shit in?
It's one of the very few galleries that holds down like here, and I think it's the Museum of Graffiti.
Which I think.
Oh, that's right there across from like tacos.
I think they
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
though.
yeah.
They moved
They-
though.
they
'Cause,
moved?
yeah, I think
Really?
they moved because that place that where they were at is closed now.
Oh, look
So
at
I
that.
think they
Yeah,
moved.
so like they were one of the very few people like, hey, the real Miami graffiti culture, MSG, and all these other guys. Like like this is it, and like they were one of the very few holding their own, but like their community, but like yeah, bro, they charge the fucking Wynwood
That's
walls.
insane. I did not know that. That's how little I go there. But I had no
Well,
idea.
now it's crazy because almost like Wynwood has become, honestly, is fucked up. The South Beach for locals.
Yes.
You stay away from South Beach
yeah.
as a local. Now it's like we used to go there back in the day, have a drink, and like or Grand Central Market, all these places in downtown. Now people stay away from Wynwood. They're like, fuck
crazy.
Wynwood. We're going to like Miracle Mile now. Like,
I feel like a lot of I feel like a lot of that's moving towards downtown too. Like people are starting to go a little bit more to downtown, especially with the way they're fixing it up. So shout out downtown.
Yeah, downtown's coming up.
Yeah.
Did you see that new food hall? Not
That shit looks insane. Wasn't it? Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
Nah, shout out that place. I haven't been there, but my uncle's in town
Every
and he
time
knew
there's
about
like
it.
fucking 15, 18 people lined
Yeah,
up
it
to get
looks
inside.
crazy as fuck. You been there yet, George?
Nah, I didn't even. This is the
Marcos,
first
you
time
went
I'm
there, right?
hearing.
Have you
about
seen it? Have you seen what it looks like? It looks like a cruise ship.
Yeah.
Like it looks insane. It looks fucking
As you're
nuts.
going up the elevator, you see all these fucking bottles.
But where is it?
It's I don't know.
Across it used to be Bourdain's.
Oh, that's like,
Okay, yeah.
Downtown, like
That's
that
like
place
the
was
heart of
sketchy.
downtown.
Like, you
Super.
wouldn't
It's still
walk there.
sketchy. It's still sketchy.
But it's better, bro. I went like
For
last
sure.
trip. I wasn't able to go
Yeah.
inside. There's so many nice like
There's definitely
sports
nicer
bars
part.
and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
now to go there, and
Yeah.
you feel safer walking there now.
Give it a few more years. That whole
It'll be
downtown's
Brickell Center all over.
Yeah,
It'll be
for
Brickell.
sure.
It'll be Brickell in a few years.
And that's good because city needs that for sure.
So now, your business partner fucks on you. What'd you do after that?
I closed the gallery. I gave it to him. Have the gallery.
But you're still at that point. You're still living in LA.
I'm still living in LA. You know what's the worst part? And that's to give my location. I was living across the street from my gallery.
Okay, like
Every day I saw the failure of what
yikes.
could have been
That
every
sucks.
morning from my fucking balcony.
That's
And honestly, instead of a lot of people would take that as like, yo, bro, how fuck, like, I'm so depressed. I took that as motivation. I'm like, I can't wait to get back home and show these motherfuckers, like, because now, not for nothing, I'm bringing back everything. In LA, I've matured so much more. I was here, like, Marcos knows, shout out to Marcos Zoo World. Like, he literally, like, when I was out there, like, I was a fucking firecracker because that's how I left Miami. I was a firecracker. Like, everyone knows back in the days, Miami was like, you fend for yourself.
yeah.
And now, luckily, with people from Los Angeles moving to Miami, New York, Chicago, with the pandemic, it's almost like Miami has turned into the haven, like the creative haven. Everyone wants to come to South Florida to create now.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was before. So now I'm like, all right, I'm going to bring the maturity and the life experiences I learned in Los Angeles and bring it to my South Florida. And I'm going to claim what's mine. Whether it's the sneaker events, bringing it back, opening a gallery out here in Miami, like showing artwork. Our beautiful colors are beautiful. Yo, we got shout out to Messi, bro. We got fucking Messi, bro.
We do
I
have
was thinking
Messi.
about that
That's
earlier.
it,
I'm like,
dog.
damn, bro. Miami's had some fucking.
We're on a run.
superstars.
We're on a
And
fucking
this year,
run.
not for nothing, the Heat are winning the fucking chip this year.
Yes.
I don't know about that one, but
Oh, this is why I tell my
Yo,
friends,
hey.
bro.
we'll see.
Yes.
You know what time it
If
is.
you-
You know.
Put
If
the
they
bet in
get 'em.
Vegas. Put the bet in Vegas, dog. Put the odds. The odds are gonna be fucking crazy.
Tessie
Hell
put that
yeah.
ticket
Every
in.
year, you remember when Shaq came over here?
We'll
and
put
he
the odds here so people can see.
Shaq promised Miami they were gonna win a championship.
And he
They
did it.
failed. The next year, what happened?
They won it.
What happened the year they lost against Dallas? The next year, what happened?
They won
They
it.
fucking won.
Yeah,
What
but-
happened when LeBron came? We didn't win the first year, but what happened the second year?
They
We
won.
fucking won. The bubble, I don't count that as a fucking. But this year we went to the finals. We lost. Popeye, we get fucking my dude in South Florida. We're winning the chip this year.
Not if we are.
Yeah, but they didn't win after losing in 2020.
That was no one. That's what I said. That's a bubble. Nobody really. It's COVID, dog. We blame it on COVID. We don't know
That's
that.
Coke, bro. Come on now.
That's how I acknowledge LeBron winning with the Lakers that year.
We'll
Fuck that.
see. We'll see. We'll see how that
That's your
ends up.
dude. That's still your dude. LeBron's still your dude.
Yeah, he's a legend. He's the GOAT.
Yo, that's one thing where like, not for nothing, I was like so mad at you guys because you guys didn't let me know. I remember I brought you guys a fucking shoe.
Oh God.
And it was a fucking PE LeBron.
still
I
have
had
it.
no
We still-
fucking
we still-
idea
we still
that
have it.
LeBron actually played it. Like, that was LeBron's shoe. And I saw it for like, what, $65? Like,
Yeah,
yeah, here,
we'll
take
see.
it.
I remember
And
he
then you
had
guys put it
all
up like,
these
this was
shoes.
LeBron's PE.
We,
It had his name and everything. These motherfuckers didn't tell me it was LeBron's shoe.
I remember because
still
I had a
Yeah.
bunch of LeBrons. Remember,
We
I had
had
a
him-
bunch of player exclusives.
we had him
through a
on,
friend.
on display.
Yeah.
After I bought him from you, it was
The
at
all
some
red
event.
joints.
It was at some event, and
and
I
you
was
guys
like,
got
"What the
'em.
fuck? Why does this guy have LeBron?"
I had
shoe?
so much player exclusives through my
Yeah,
boy.
I got a pair of Zach Randolphs.
Yeah,
I still
and
got
then
that.
that
They're in my
one-
storage.
Grizzlies,
Yeah.
right?
Nah, I had it was the regular Grizzlies
Oh,
one.
dude.
I didn't
Yeah.
even buy him off rip. I left. I told Skrill, "Yo, this guy has like Zebos and Marc Gasol's like PE shoes that probably
So
belong
fire.
to them. I know you love
Those
the
shoes will probably worth
Grizzlies.
some cash.
I don't know. They mean a lot to me.
I had
but
some Christmas editions with like in the back, like the Christmas tree and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, what are? And it was a friend of mine that he had exclusive access to PEs.
Yeah, and
He
like
gave it to me for like dirt cheap, like $40, $50, like right out the locker. And I remember you guys bought it for like $70. And they were like, "There's only I think like only 2 in existence on this fucking
Yeah,
shoe."
And there's the
remember
pair that he wore, and then that was his
Yeah.
backup pair.
I was asking you, like, yo,
We still got 'em.
get these from? And then you're like, I forgot what the fuck you told
It's
me.
crazy.
But you had a bunch of different Nike PEs, and then I'm looking at the LeBrons, and I'm like, damn, these say King James. And
Yeah,
like,
that was a
this
pretty
is
shoe.
fire.
And they were his
Back at
size.
it.
They were his
It was his
size.
size.
Yeah,
It was
and they
his
were his
actual
size,
shoe.
so I was like, nah. we
It's
need to
funny
buy
because,
these.
bro, those shoes were sitting in my garage for years, and then
yeah.
I sent him a pic
The
when I
box
moved.
and
I was like, "Yo, look at these."
Yeah, I had the box.
Still had 'em, yeah.
The guy
sample
from
box.
Nike's name,
Which
and
we
everything.
cross referenced to verify, and we
Yeah,
got the for sure confirmation that was his shoe.
We gotta post a picture.
So
of
yeah,
that
we're gonna
shit.
post a pic for sure.
Now the objective is to get him signed by LeBron.
Shit, just
One day,
meeting
one day.
LeBron, that'd be
One
good.
day would be that'd
Signed
be
by
great.
LeBron,
for
that
sure.
shoe with box and everything. That's like knowing there's probably 2 in existence. That's fucking crazy.
For sure.
Yeah, it's funny. You
It
remember
just sucks. It was a Zoom soldier.
I remember I'm like that fucking, and later I'm like that was LeBron's actual shoe.
Yeah, because we had them on display in the Hialeah store.
Yeah.
And then you come in, and I'm like, yo, I think these are actually like LeBron's actual
Actual pair.
shoes.
What was it? Was it size 18 or
from
something?
the
16.
finals.
16, yeah.
And then you're like, nah.
Well, we got the
and
we
then
got the verification from Frankie.
Yeah, from
we asked
Frankie.
Frankie. We're like, "Yo, Frankie, can you find out?" And then
He wanted to buy some shoes.
yeah, we hooked
some
him up with a
Moon
Moonrock 350,
Oh,
and then
shit,
that
look at
in exchange for hooking him up, he verified
That's
for us.
crazy. Fucking like to
Yeah, we're-
see, not to like give like I like to give flowers where they're due. Like why fuck like a lot of Miami people don't do that. Like to see how far you guys have come from like a store in Hialeah, the size of
Shout
your
out Hialeah.
average fucking closet,
Yeah, it was
and
really
to
small.
be here, it's fucking ridiculous. So congratulations,
Thank you, man.
guys.
Appreciate
That's
that.
fucking
Thank you.
amazing. You guys are fucking. I'm really proud of you guys. The fact that you guys have come this far, it's amazing. I love you guys like brothers.
Thank you, man.
Appreciate
Appreciate
Congrats.
that, bro.
Like,
Well, yeah,
and the future's only brighter for you guys.
it's funny because you were talking about if we remember stuff from back in the day. You're probably the first guest besides like close friends that have seen us from literally. You were there the first day we opened. I remember you brought us pizza. I was like, "Oh, COINSLOT's a nice guy."
and it's
bro.
because it kind of like all made sense. We would go to your events to buy shit
Yeah.
for our store. So like at one point you see us walking around,
Yeah.
everyone's like, damn, those 2 dudes are just buying hella shit. And
Nobody
we'll
was
use
doing
it
that
as
at
like
the
an
time either.
opportunity to tell a bunch of people that love sneakers, hey, look,
And I was
we're-
constantly sharing your fucking store
we're
online.
buying
Like,
this 'cause
yo,
we
check out this
sell.
store in Hialeah. Check out this store in fucking Hialeah. And
And
you
it
guys
was
only had
like-
like, I don't even think you had like 3 shelves. Like literally,
We had,
the black shelves that you bought. Like
Yeah,
at
we had
Ikea.
three
Yeah,
three
just
shell
three
three
rows.
sh-
Yeah.
3 rows,
Yeah.
pretty much.
and that was it.
Crazy,
Yeah,
man.
little by little,
99
man.
shoes or some shit
Yeah.
fit on that
Yeah.
on that one.
Little by
And
little.
it had
you
a little
expanded
jersey
into the
rack.
other room,
Yes.
which was the Supreme room.
It was like every quarter of the year we
You guys-
expand a little bit.
and then you had at one point you had like the neon sign. You guys went with what was it?
It was a Krispy Kreme.
with the signs, like the shoes stacked up, leveled
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
all
yeah.
your exclusive shoes.
We
on
had
it.
Red October.
You guys could plug
Just
that
on the
fucking
wall.
shot in onto the.
We had
Yeah.
brand new Red Octobers just on a nail on the wall
On the
with a
wall.
bunch of
You guys
other
had
shoes.
crazy ass sneakers up there, like
And,
crazy shoes.
And we didn't damage them. We didn't fuck them
Yeah,
up.
when
And
we
people
see-
knew, like people knew. Like, it's not like now that people just grab a shoe, just
Yeah,
grab
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Like they knew not to fuck with
No,
it.
for sure.
Out of respect, like we're not touching that expensive shit.
Yeah, people just be like, "Oh shit." They just,
So yeah,
And it will
look,
constantly change.
so
every
look at us
day.
here.
yeah,
Here
Yeah,
we are
no.
years later. You guys are
Still
if not
around.
the best,
still
the
around.
best, like the most popular sneaker consignment shop, which is not even a consignment store now. It's like more like a brand because now people
Yeah.
you catch people wearing daily on
Yes,
the court.
sir.
So like on the Miami Heat sidelines and whatnot. So yeah,
Yeah, and that's something that we want to work on more too.
brand.
Like
Yeah,
making
so-
the merch more of a brand.
I think you got a lot of stores that drop shitty merch because they have
Yeah,
like, not good designers and shit like that.
yeah.
You guys are constantly dropping some pretty nice
We're
stuff.
trying. We're trying.
That
Man.
collaboration with Syndicate was fucking amazing.
Shout out Syndicate. Shout out
I
Briss.
still gotta grab that shirt. Oh, talking about merch.
I got
brought
we
you
got
guys
one for you.
my hats too.
Okay.
You guys don't have to buy them.
Thank you, sir.
It's yours.
Wow.
You guys can enjoy it.
Shit, I still have the plush.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
good
the
shit.
Lex plush.
Yeah, I know you bought
And
a bunch
the-
of my
and the
figures
dollar
too.
bill,
And
too.
the figures do.
It's a
I
nice
have the
hat.
2 characters
These
fighting
are-
each other.
That's all cut and sew, bro.
Yeah, it's a great hat. I could tell.
I
the
was gonna
quality's
ask,
there.
how'd you make these?
Cut and sew, like you got the logo and everything, bro. And not for nothing, man. Like all these kids, like nowadays, like they think like it's so impossible to start a brand. And honestly, bro, like it's not when we started, we didn't have access to shit, and it was like who you know, gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Bro, like YouTube, everything is all online, dude. Like Alibaba is like a game changer for people.
For sure.
Like, I really wish people were to like stop fucking around and just jump on Alibaba. Because like make some keychains, make some socks, make everything. Like, bro, like you don't gotta get hit across the head no more.
Yeah, tailor it to yourself. Yeah, make it your thing.
Yeah, make it your thing. Like these on like I'll take pride. Like it took me various people, but this was all cut and sewn. I made it in China.
Nah,
and like the label, everything is clutch.
I'm a big person on quality, and this just touching the hat, I can tell it's great.
Thanks,
quality,
man.
So
yeah, this wasn't just a regular Yupong.
It's not. Yeah, it's not a Yupong. It's not. He didn't go up to fucking Fine Caps and get it embroidered. Nah, this is great.
Fine Caps.
Shout out Fine Caps.
Dealer put me on to Fine Caps.
Fine Caps is a
lot
spot.
of people
Was
use
waxing,
fuck was this
dog.
guy's name?
He
bro?
was $25 for a sample.
Where else are you gonna go?
Isaac. Shout out Isaac.
But that's crazy. There's not a fucking embroidery here in Miami like that.
Well-
Except now like AOS is now doing.
Yeah,
is that
yeah,
AOS, right? That's what.
I guess all AO.
AO, like they're fucking.
And I think
killing
up to something.
and-
Yeah, and
There's
out there.
weird.
Yeah, shout out.
They
out
got
there.
their own machines, but like our legit embroidery. I don't think we.
Nah,
have one here in South Florida.
for years, Isaac was getting over on everyone, bro. He was
100,
waxing
people like
Waxing, bro.
$20 a
Insane.
fucking hat, like at wholesale
Yeah.
cost. Question.
Yeah, it was the wildest wholesale pricing of all time.
And people were paying it because nobody
Yeah,
was out here. But
exactly.
Alibaba came around. People started putting on. Hey, I got outsourced.
Yeah, it's a game
Get
changer.
my
now.
product out there and drop shipping and all that stuff, and you cut off the middleman.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So
do
you
it all
had
your
the
own.
same people make the hoodie?
Yeah, they made the hoodie.
That hoodie's crazy.
It's a 1-on-1 zip up all the way to the top, crazy quality. But now I got to figure out how my demographic is because we are back in Miami. Obviously, you saw me wearing. I don't have it on me. Poof, disappear like Houdini. It's fucking hot.
Yeah.
So like, I got to figure out what
It's
I bring to South Florida.
crazy
now.
hot.
You'll be surprised though, man.
No, people still
jackets
buy
and
fucking.
hoodies still
It makes
sell.
no sense. at
Really?
all. Yeah,
And
it's
people
crazy.
still wear.
You guys got me on the short wave. I normally wear jeans. Now you're seeing my pale white legs that glow in the dark, like Casper. But
Bro, it's dumb hot.
it's really hot. I had to turn it. I had
have
to turn
to.
over the jeans. I
You
can't
have
wear
to.
jeans no more out here. It's ridiculous.
It's
been like 98 degrees this whole time.
It's getting worse by the day.
And humidity, don't even get me started. I'm not used to that humidity no more. I got used to that Cali life.
Yeah, the heat out there is different.
My boy Marcos used to live out in LA, and he knows that like it was like 65 degrees all year round. You could wear
Oh, yeah.
hoodies,
LA
humidity was
weather is
beautiful.
the best.
When you guys were out there, I know you guys enjoyed the fuck out of that.
Yeah,
weather.
yeah, for sure.
Every
That's
time
like-
I go, that's my favorite thing.
When we
about
linked
LA.
up, we were Kobe had just passed, so you
Yes.
guys were buying all the t-shirts.
I didn't go. He was there.
You're
He was
talking
there,
about
yeah.
when I went with
It was
Julio
me,
and Vlad.
yeah.
Yeah.
And we
And
walked
from
and we
there.
saw
I
some,
wanted
like,
to buy the bootleg tees and shit.
It's a bunch of
Should have bought more.
We went by
RP the Mamba.
by the fucking gallery and
It's
shit.
crazy how now those shirts actually sell.
Yeah, for
And
sure.
They're selling at every corner.
Yeah, I think I put some that I found at my crib here
Look at
at the
that.
shop a few days ago.
Some really nice ones.
Because now the bootleg tees are in, the bootleg modern vintage.
Yeah.
Because
Uh,
everyone's gonna.
How do you feel about the whole bootleg modern vintage now?
Well, that's
I mean,
the thing. That's
yeah.
what I was gonna get into. Not everybody's gonna want to pay for like a used shirt.
Yeah, like
they'd
$300,
rather
$400,
their
$600.
same shirt but remade. That's brand new, and they feel
For a
like,
quarter
oh,
of the
yeah,
price.
You
I'll
got
wear
these
that.
Public Enemy shirts like you see them at Rose Bowl for $600 fucking dollars.
Yeah,
And
Yeah,
now
they
you have
don't
these
want to
young
pay
guys
that. You
that
could just
damn
buy
near
one
replica
for
for $100.
$80. Yeah, $100.
Crazy. I mean, there's markets for different people. There's still people that will pay the 600.
Yeah, yeah. of
But
course.
you know, I guess it's good for the option to be there, and for the most part, there's people that make really good quality ones. So I've seen some good
amazing.
ones.
You guys put some great ones up.
Yeah,
I don't know who it is, that person that makes them, but some Mike Tyson shirts that you guys drop. I'm like, damn. The one
Which
I
one?
fucking loved, the one you guys dropped was that Independence Day one with fucking Will Smith.
Oh, you're talking about the no? That's the backstock co.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
a Mike Tyson
No,
one.
yeah,
too.
those are
The fucking
Yeah,
Tony
those are-
Montana.
yeah, yeah.
We
That's
resell them
Marino
here
and
at 80.
backstock co. Yeah, those are
Crazy
super
fucking
fire.
shirts. Like,
Yeah, great quality
from a
shit.
mile away, you won't even know that's fucking.
No, you won't. They look identical, and in 10 years, who knows the difference? Nobody knows.
It will
So,
tend to be vintage in 10 years.
exactly. So, yeah, just to wrap up your story. So, you were in LA, now you're back, right? You just got
3
back. when?
days of fucking driving in
Three-
my fucking car, and I'm in Miami again.
How crazy was that drive?
Fucking crazy.
Intense. 3 days. I mean, 3 days kind of quick.
Racism is fucking real. Like people like,
Driving through those middle
We got
states.
pulled over in Louisiana.
Fuck.
Like, I remember, like, we were all using Waves. Me and
Yeah,
my sister's boyfriend, because he helped me drive back. And I'm like, and the one time he didn't fucking check Waves, fucking 3 cops underneath the bridge.
Jeez.
This guy goes, cops! I slam on the fucking brakes. Right in front of him like a dumbass. I wasn't discreet. I'm like, "Rrr." I'm doing like 90. Slam on the brakes. This motherfucker pulls me down the road. I want to say 8 miles down.
Damn.
Pulls me over. I see the lights. Woo, he was riding dark. Pulls me over. Sir, you know how I pulled you over? And I'm like, no. You were doing 89. Step out of the car. Fuck license registration. Step out of the fucking car. First thing he asked me, You got a weapon or you carrying drugs? No, officer. You gonna let me search the car or what? I have everything in the car. He made me waste 45 minutes. He went through every single fucking bag in the car.
So all your shit from moving is in the car.
Most of the stuff is in the car. He's opening bags everywhere. He asked me, do you have any more money over $10,000 on you? I'm like, yes, I do. So he asked me, why are you carrying so much money? I'm like, I saw art. I get paid to do murals. Like, I get paid in cash.
Yeah.
He's like, why you have a taser in the car? I'm like, if you saw how much homeless people live in downtown, you will understand why you carry a taser. Like, literally. And I'm like, zombie land out there.
Yeah.
Bro, he went through every single bag under the seats. And thank God, the reason I let him search my car is because I heard the fucking dog in the background. He had canine. Everyone's seen the canine videos. Those fucking dogs butcher the paint job on your car. Start scratching, trying to see what the fuck is in there, trying to look. I'm like, yo, search the car. After 45 minutes, he's like, all right, guys, I'm going to leave you all with a warning now. And I'll get the fuck out of here and carry on and do 70 all the way home.
45 fucking minutes.
Fucking crazy. He's stereotyping for my tattoos, everything. I'm like, I get it. I'm Louisiana. It's not my turf, whatever. I'm like, yes, officer, no, officer, do your thing.
He just got the fuck out
Very
of there.
cool. At the end, he shakes my hand. Like, you guys have been so great, all this stuff. What you do for a living? I'm like, this is my COINSLOT. Check me out on Instagram. Rolled out, bro.
And now you got a new
Little
fan.
promo and got the fuck out of
Got
there.
the fuck out.
So
He probably follows me, so shout out to the officer.
shout out that guy. So now you're back in Miami.
I'm back in Miami.
And the goal is to bring back the events?
The goal is to pretty much, as in the most humble way possible, claim back what was mine.
Okay.
Bring back the sneaker events. When I left LA towards Miami, my artwork was everywhere. I was showcasing a lot. I want to, in the most humble way, like showcase my artwork all around South Florida. Murals everywhere. Collaborate with the right people. I'm much more mature. It's not about me only. I want to grow as a team. I want to have people on board. I want to work with local talent. Possibly even work with you guys on the tour shirt. Like, just it's more like I want to bring back the experience and knowledge that I gained in Los Angeles and bring it back home.
For sure.
And my parents are getting old, so that's why I'm here. Family's everything. I recommend everybody is having like a rocky relationship with their parents, try to make up with them, because you're gonna regret it. God forbid something happens. Like, take care of it now. Your parents are everything. They, you don't choose family, but you do the best with it. And yeah, I'm bringing back the sneaker events, and it's official. I'm bringing back the sneaker events in South Florida, and the first sneaker event will be August 27th in South Florida.
You've been warned.
You're the first one to hear it here too.
Fire. Good shit. And you also want to open up a gallery.
And I want to open up a gallery.
Fire. Good shit.
Yeah. I want to open a gallery, and I want to represent not just myself. I want to represent local talent. I think there's a lot of talent here in South Florida that deserves to get the reputation and the eyes on them that I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to work towards to, and I got the eyes spotted on me, and I think it's only right for me to share the exposure I was given with other artists out here and give them the opportunity.
Definitely.
And it shouldn't be I'm a firm believer that galleries shouldn't charge 50-50 with fucking artists. The artist should never pay half of their earnings to a gallery, so the artists in my gallery will always get the majority of the price for their artwork.
80-20?
Huh?
80-20?
We were actually doing 70-30 in LA.
So, that's great.
So we were always looking out for the artists. That was everything to me. Like, as long as I could pay my bills, I don't give a fuck about making money. I do this because I love it, and I just want every other artist to. I know this probably the little crown roll kicking in. Like, just don't give up on yourself, man.
Don't give up.
Don't give up,
right?
Don't give up on yourself. Give up on the crown roll.
For sure.
Hit us up for that sponsorship, Crown.
Yeah,
Roll.
Crown, we need
roll,
you. Tap in.
Yeah, get the crown roll.
We got
baby.
some events coming up. You guys might want to sponsor.
Real quick, we'll talk about sneakers real quick, because, sneaker podcast for the most part.
We all love sneakers.
We love sneakers, man. What are you wearing today? You're wearing some Bred 13s.
Bred 13,
classics.
man, can't go wrong.
Anything you're like after right now? Like specifically?
Man, bro. Anything I'm after right now. And that's like, oh, dude. So I had a bad taste in my mouth because I don't know if a lot of people don't know that the Avias came back. Avia's back. I don't know if you heard that.
The what?
Avia.
Those like walking
Oh,
shoes?
Avia.
Avia?
I was like, what the? I said, what the fuck's this guy saying?
Avia.
I've always pronounced it Avia.
All right, so Avia, a lot of people don't know that Avia, I guess their patent expired.
Yeah.
And 3 fucking companies bought their patent. So you got 3 different companies producing the same fucking shoe.
Which is that high top.
The high top,
that,
like
that
the
LV.
Virgil
Yeah,
inspired.
that Virgil, yeah.
And they dropped the 880s, they dropped the 850s or 855, whatever it is. They dropped them, right? And I backdoored my shoe. I jumped online, and they got set back. Like a lot of people hey, it's you buy now 1,000 pairs exclusive. They sent out to the influencers. 2 months went by, no shoes were shipped. This is the biggest scam of all time. And then out of nowhere, Avia, like dropped the same shoe in a lower budget.
Yeah.
And then Avia is like, what the fuck, motherfucker? We brought it back. And they had the conflict between one another. And that's the shoe, honestly, that's like, I'm waiting to get my hands on it. Because I asked for the chargeback. I got my refund.
Yeah.
And I just paid for a resale on eBay. I really wanted the shoe.
Are they reselling like that?
No. I lucked out like probably $30 above retail.
Okay, that's
but
true.
the other pairs online are like $350, $400.
Okay.
But not for nothing, the quality's there, bro.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring that. That's the shoe that I'm after right now.
Okay.
And what else would I be after? Honestly, I've always been known like I like classic. I like classic colorways. I like history. I'm over this whole every week there's a fucking new collaboration.
Tell me about it.
And now Drake I think is dropping his collaboration. Now, I thought it was like just the gray mesh uppers. What's his brand called? I forgot.
The Nocta? Yeah.
Nocta, he was dropping the gray, and now I saw their
You talking about the flights?
red.
The flights?
Yeah,
Yeah.
5 different fucking colorways. I'm like, God damn.
They gotta milk it.
Damn.
He got
I think
to.
Drake
Kevin
could sell
He will.
a fucking
So
shit.
now
I mean,
you're
but he
gonna
got
see-
people to wear those hot steppers, so I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, exactly. I think he could sell a shit.
These are a little bit more like classic basketball looking, so I
They
think
look
I
like
think
the
they'll
J
do.
Kids.
Yeah, they look
kinda.
like the flights. It's like a hybrid.
they look just like the
It's like a
J Kids.
Spizike, but like version of a
You got any
basketball.
Like
shoes
a
you're looking after to
modernized
get?
version.
Me?
Any of you guys?
What?
Any shoes you're looking to get? I know you got a lot of shoes coming in through here daily.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
No
daily.
pun intended.
You like that? You like that?
That are coming out. I think I want those Union Footscape ones.
Oh, interesting.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
those
like
are
the
hard.
color.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are fucking
I
hard.
think I need those.
I think that's gonna be like the underrated release of the year.
Yeah. For
It's
sure.
like because look at those Union 2s. They just fucking flew in it. You can
Oh,
get them
yeah,
for like
no.
damn near nothing.
$100 under box. It's fucking crazy.
And it's a beautiful shoe.
It's a nice
bro.
shoe, yeah.
It's a nice shoe.
I just feel like you said though, the
Hype's
collab
dead right
thing
now.
is it got oversaturated. There's a
Didn't they
collab
drop
every 2
Cortezes
weeks.
as well?
They dropped
a
everything.
bunch of Union collabs.
Name the shoe, they've dropped it. But yeah, that I'm looking for specifically shoe wise, not really anything. Not at the
You've been
moment.
selling a lot of your crazy shit, bro.
I didn't. Yeah,
That's your stuff, all right?
some of it. Yeah.
You're selling a lot of the shoes.
Yeah,
He's an
I
OG
just
customer. He knows when he sees size 11.
yeah, you already know.
All right,
Well, it's
first-
funny because most people when they see size love, they go, "Yo, that's yours." They'll screenshot it, send it to me.
Yeah.
That's yours. I'm like, yeah, man, just leave me alone.
I saw, honestly, I'm like, man, if this guy's selling the heat, I'm like, daily.
Why?
2.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. Daily 2 coming soon.
Nah, I just moved, so I had to downsize like crazy, man.
Oh, look at
yeah,
that, really?
yeah, it's really annoying moving
You're a householder
hundreds of
too, right?
shoes. Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks, man. It's annoying, but yeah, it's cool. But yeah, moving a lot of shoes is the worst. I don't.
That's when you realize how much shoes you fucking have. When you
yeah,
gotta
and then
move
you
them.
don't wear any of them. So it's
And if
kinda
you got those
stupid.
container store fucking like,
I don't have those,
displays,
but
you're
I
like,
know.
shit.
I think it's crazy that people have those and then still save the boxes.
Yeah.
It's like, what the fuck you doing? Like,
now you have to double the boxes.
yeah, you're just making.
I learned in LA. I left
And
so
you
much
gotta
shit
buy
back
all those boxes.
Yeah, they're expensive. They're
They're
fucking
like
like
$9
they're
each.
$10 a pop. It adds up.
there. Yeah.
Whatever makes you
You
happy.
can just fucking get a nice closet, just stack them up with doors. You don't need
Yeah.
a bunch of containers.
Fuck it.
So what was the first shoe you ever got that you were like, all right, yeah, I think I'm a sneakerhead or sneaker addict.
See, that's fucking crazy because that term sneakerhead came much later. That's like now like the hype beast term.
Mm-hmm.
We've been in a game long enough to know like you call somebody a hype beast, you were throwing fucking hands.
Yeah, now it doesn't matter. Now people
Now it's
fuck
like
with
people
it.
take
yeah.
pride in being called a hype
Yeah,
beast.
for
Back
sure.
then you could have called a hype beast, you're throwing hands in the middle of dunk exchange.
Yeah, like
And Dila knows that more than anybody.
Yes. Shout
The
out
term
Dila.
hype
Shout out
beast
Dila.
It's a fucking insult right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
Now I take pride on it. So like the first shoe that really got me into it, honestly, like I want to say the Black Cat 3s. That was the
Okay.
first shoe I bought with my
So
own
that was
fucking money.
06.
Yeah, I bought with my own money, like because everything was hand me down.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
buy for the little like my first full blown retail was the Black Cat 6s.
Might have been
the Black Cat
07.
3s.
I think it was 07.
I remember I was working for
Or I
fucking One
think they
Dixie,
released them
minimum
both
wage.
years on some cook shit.
Shit.
I remember the all white 3s.
The Pure Money joints.
Those shit sat forever.
And look at that fucking now Black Cat 4s go for stupid money.
Don't even. Yeah.
You see that coming?
Crazy as fuck. No, I had no idea.
What are they going for like
$1,000
7 now?
shoe now?
It bro- I,
$800?
I think we've seen pairs for
1,000, like,
eight to
brand new,
1,000.
right?
Yeah, 800 to 1,000 bucks. Crazy.
crazy.
I wanted to ask you, shoe wise, what is the best steal you ever got at your own event? That you were just
Fuck,
like
dude.
fucking.
It was a
yes.
shattered backboards 2.0s for $100.
Oh, that's a steal.
Yeah,
That's definitely a steal. That must have been on one of the later
that
ones
shoe's
too.
always
Yeah.
been
Yeah.
expensive
So-
too.
Shattered backboards 2.0s. And then the craziest deal I got is like because of the event was the Freddy Cougars.
What'd you pay for
SBs.
those?
I traded for them, bro.
What'd you trade? Let the people know.
I traded OG Steel 10s a beat up 3 and $50.
Fuck.
Do you know who the cooked motherfucker is that did that trade?
No, bro. I never heard of him
Are you
again.
sure?
I remember he had long hair. Positive. I don't remember his name.
Well, whoever you are, you suck because that's one of the worst trades I've ever.
Oh, you think
Jesus,
that's bad? That's what I did
bad.
with the Freddy Cougars.
I don't even want to hear it.
I traded them for fucking net nets to complete my Easy 1 set.
Hey. So it was just everyone's just
Everyone's
giving
just,
away
yeah.
Freddy
It was
Cougars.
a down payment to a fucking house now.
Yeah, you were just paying it forward, I guess.
Okay, and
right?
mind you, the net nets weren't even my size. We're 8.5, and I'm a 9.
That shit was expensive even when SBs were dead though.
That's crazy.
Before the new age hype.
Fuck.
At one point, I feel like the pitchers were up there with it, price wise. Like Freddy's weren't going for that much.
Yeah, a lot of those shoes
They
you
were
could buy for
still
like
hard to come
3 to
across.
Yes,
3 to 5
super
grand
rare.
you could pay, and you could find that
Peter
shit.
from Shoe Gallery years ago was one of the very few people that had the pigeons and all these crazy fucking SB collections.
I remember Peter. Shout out Peter. I haven't seen him in a
What
while.
was his name? He had a nickname, bro. Hollywood Pete, I think his name was.
I think that was his
Hollywood
name, yeah.
Pete.
Good guy.
Yeah, that's funny. Look at that.
But yeah, wrapping up. Anything you want to plug besides we talked about the events, but anything else you want to
COINSLOT
plug?
coming August 27th. Expect that coming. Blowing all over. Slot Exchange on Instagram. All local talent, please message me. Every
Tap in
local
with the
talent.
guy, bro.
Tap in with me, bro. Like, I'm coming back home to help people. I'm not a fuck boy. I was blessed enough to make a living on my art, and now I just want to help people.
That's dope.
So now I want to grow. I think this is a time where Miami finally gets to be put on the map. After so much years of us, like, whether it's championships in the NBA, whether it's the Marlins, whether it's whatever, like, Miami's finally being named with all the other important cities.
Yes.
And we're taking pride of that. Dolphins, stand up. Tua, concussion boy, we out here.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, love you, bro.
Don't do that on this podcast, please.
Shout out to him. But all right.
He's taking us to a championship, bro. He's taking us to a promised land.
Don't do it. We got Emilio giving
Fuck.
me he walks up to me and just gives me a little paper. It says 2K on it. I'm like, the fuck is this?
Where you going?
And it's because Tyreek Hill is guaranteeing that he gets 2,000 yards this year.
Oh my god.
And that the Dolphins are gonna win the Super Bowl. Anyways,
What are
guys,
the odds in
on
Vegas
that
for that?
note, please comment, like, subscribe, follow us on
Smash that
OTD,
motherfucking
OTD
button, man.
pod.
Shout out to his boys. Hey, congratulations on all your
Appreciate
success,
you, bro.
man. Thank you for having me.
taking
For
the
real.
time to come out,
Slotty
bro.
too hottie.
We out here.
Welcome
Slotto
back to
gang.
Miami.
Thank you for having
Calvin,
us.
Tessie, we're out of here.
Peace.
See you guys.